between Virtus Pro and Team NIGMA.
And that is an interesting timing when you consider GPK. He's going for Blink first. So the opposite idea. He's already got his built-in farming mechanic. Hail might have first blood.
Yeah, there
Wow, that
it
was
is.
fast.
Mind control. Managing to find the opening. I'm guessing Kuro was able to lead off the stun, the follow up the call.
I don't think I've seen an enemy cross the river.
Yeah. Then again, that is kind of true to Virtus Pro in some ways, right? It felt like they were always good at just being able to hit a timing and hit it really hard. And they're going to make their first rotation here.
Nice skewer.
Nice skewer back.
Good
Immediate Hex is going to be able to stop the RP, but they still manage to get the Ice Blast onto Mind Control, and he is very dead. Kuro, though, will manage to survive, and now maybe they could turn around. Miracle is going to be pulled back and does manage to bring down. RP immediately going out from GPK. Do they have the damage for this? They're going to use the Terrorize, hitting it onto 2, forcing Miracle into another Brambles, and it does manage to get that kill. A 1-for-2 trade-off there in cores to the favor of Virtus Pro. Just not being pressured at all. No towers being in danger or anything like that, though. They're going to go for now. Arena, Spear, Ice Blast, and then Nightfall to put in a little bit of extra damage to finish off the Spectre. Into the enemy safe lane to try and secure that tower. They actually start smoking up the top, and then GPK decides to move bottom. I think because they spotted Miracle. They deem him a great pickup. They can skewer him back into the Ice Blast. Sure, the Spear misses, but it doesn't really matter too much. They've got the kill anyway. A big pickup. They identify Miracle as public enemy number 1. Mind control. Setting up now. Miracle's dead. They do know where DM is here, but they don't really have a ton of damage behind it. They're going to pop the Haunt, but ILTW showing up. Okay, the line does manage to catch the Ursa for a second. They're going to control him for a while. The Terrorize is coming in. They do manage to hit it too with that. The Arena Spear going out. The Ice Blast on top of that, but no one here to be able to commit onto ILTW. The rest of Virtus Pro are saying it's time to back away. And as you say, he's never going to get that Spear. Looks like GH found the opening to be able to pin save to the trees.
It is just not my day today, Cap.
It is certainly not. Maybe it was a 90% chance to never get the Spear, and he found the 10%.
That's such an insane steal, though. You got a Blink Axe. Does Crow still have Finger? Yes, he does. They find anybody, and they are dead. Nice, maybe smoke break from
Yeah,
King's
this is
player?
cool. This is
Really
cool.
well done.
King's player, he knew about this smoke rotation. He's still going to be found due to the fast reactions of Mind Control.
The longer you can buy time, it's not even the first Rosh, it's the second Rosh that's really big to delay. Hold up, MC. Ooh, thought he might go there.
Yeah, with the double damage on GPK. Is he done with an Echo Saber too? Oh, Mind Control's going to make that jump. They do have, what was that? Being able to pull back the Finger of Death is still going to be enough, though. The Ice Blast with the Bedlam is going to be an equal amount of damage here that might just be able to finish them both of them off, and yes, they do. Both Mind Control and Kuro fall in exchange for killing the carry of Virtus Pro. Going back in, GPK looking to manage to get the Shockwave Skewer on in, but it does cost DM his life as he gets burned out with the EMP. GH able to finish him off, but the final hit from GPK is all they need to be able to put Miracle down. 3 dead on the side of NIGMA.
17:30 into the game, Cap.
Sure.
And they haven't even sniffed the pit.
LTW is going to poke his head out here. And DM backs away, but I believe that's more of a feint than anything, as they are going to try and go for this Spectre immediately on. Going to be used as NIGMA's making the move onto mid lane, but at the same time, looks like they didn't quite find that initiation. Oh, Mind Control overshoots it for a second, but they still manage to get the combo down. Oh, he's low, but the Terrorize is going to be able to come in. He needs a spin. He needs it badly to be able to get this, but the Enrage is already out. Nightfall's not dying here, and now GPK pulls Kuro into his inevitable death once again.
Cap, they had a 3-second CD on Finger.
Oh,
3
no.
seconds, or they would have almost certainly got that kill on the Ursa.
I don't want to put too much blame onto it. Miracle has to go back for this item. My DM, he knows it too. He's like, you came back for this neutral item, and that means you're dead, Miracle.
You can't stop them with no Invoker and no Haunt. They just don't have the team fight. GH, be a little careful. I think you're solo killed by an RP here. Not even needed.
Once again, Shockwave Skewer into the rest of his team. Kyle, this is such a huge momentum shift, and I don't want to put too much blame, but I feel like in some ways if ILTW was just a little bit more patient in the trees there and wasn't forced to haunt in that situation, he lets his team just make that initiation. Everything changes.
Oh, yeah.
The power spike on Virtus Pro's team right now, and probably for the next 10 minutes, is so much higher than the NIGMA's lineup. A missed Earth Spike there, DM. Looking for his opening, but a telekinesis prevents him from getting off the spear. Kuro, nice 2-man call. They're going to be able to throw out the Sunstrike. That brings DM a little bit low, but Mind Control is certainly in trouble. Spear to the trees. A counter Terrorize going out. Is that going to be enough to save Mind Control? The Shadow Realm, and there it is. Kingslayer is able to finish him off with that chilling touch.
And letting Nightfall finish the kills for you. He has the Aegis, so he can play a lot more aggressive.
Getting some vision down. Ice Blast. But it looks like GPK, he was ready to go. He pops the BKB just to make sure he knows it's the big kill. In fact, they're going to go for extras here. They managed to get the spear out. GH, he's caught underneath this tier 2, and they're going to let Nightfall chase by himself because, after all, he's the man with the second life.
GPK he is level 18.
Oh, Cataclysm to reveal. Gets a little bit of vision. Do manage to bring down GPK. A big kill with a fresh Aghanim Scepter. And now they're going to catch Kingslayer as well. Tornado doesn't quite hit him, but it doesn't matter. He turns around. Ice Blast, actually. Maybe DM. He could do something with this one. Does manage to spear up. The disarm is slowing down this kill onto mind control. Can he get out of this one? Terrorize. It gets thrown in. It hits 3. A big hit for the Dark Will as they smash themselves into the arena over and over again. Nightfall still looking good, but Kuro managed to execute as DM falls. Nightfall looks for the revenge. Looks to be able to pick up this Lion, and Kuro's going to be left behind by the rest of his team. The Spectre gets out.
It's going to start getting spooky for your draft. We get a little 4 or 5 minutes later into this game.
Yeah. And you certainly want that second Roshan, that's for sure. And that is going to be coming up. 10 seconds. Cataclysm coming in. DM blown up immediately.
Buyback.
They drop every ultimate they have for that one. GPK being harassed by this Spectre as the buybacks coming in from Virtus Pro. They're saying, okay, you used all those big ultimates. Now it's our turn on the Dark Willow. Take Roshan for themselves. And then that Ursa lineup runs out of steam. Nightfall moving in, breaks the smoke. Haunts immediately going out. They got the vision. Mind control's going to go for DM. Once again, the Finger of Death, the same combo. They killed them before, will kill them now. Kingslayer is out. They do have the Ice Blast. That's going out, but it's on a dead Kuro. He managed to use the RP, and GH turns it right back around, but at the same time, the Ursa managed to dodge that one. GPK with his BKB out, didn't take any damage during that time. He's hunting out Miracle in the trees right now. Miracle hiding away, hoping that he isn't found. Throws out the Deafening Blast. They see him now. They Terrorize, goes out. Save. He's moving into position to try and catch out the Invoker, but he's into a creep wave. They do have their Shadow Realm. Can he put out enough damage? The Impale looking to be able to stop him. GPK's after him. And in the last shot, he blinks away from it. He manages to get out. Meanwhile, IOTW has killed the Ursa. There's nothing left on the Virtus Pro side. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5-man down from Virtus Pro. NIGMA with a loud scream just wiped Virtus Pro.
GH, God, what a quick steal.
Virtus Pro has not found the initiation in like the last 3 or 4 team fights. He's moving and grooving. 10,000 net worth lead for NIGMA now as the rest of the team gonna back away on the outs here, but not ones to go down without a fight. They're gonna 5-man smoke up and play to see if they can turn this game around despite the fact that ILTW has an Aegis.
And ult.
GPK. They're going to break in. Mind control fights the initiation first with double Cataclysm raid again. That's GPK down. Kingslayer dead as well. An RP that was stolen earlier by GH for style points to be able to kill DM. That utter trouncing. Virtus Pro just got worked by NIGMA.
I am not sure, as we watch Save go down as well, how you're supposed to team fight into 20 Sunstrikes.
And Mind Control has been so fast.
Oh, yeah.
You got to give credit to this man. He's setting it all up.
Because this lineup just has way too much damage the faster or the longer we move into the game. And
it's way too easy for them. Virtus Pro going to try this one again. Smoke on out. Ice Blast already thrown out for vision there, but they weren't able to immediately capitalize.
DM in middle of nowhere.
He really is. Nightfall makes a jump forward, doesn't actually find Miracle. Mind Control still managed to find the opening onto the Dark Willow. There goes your Cataclysm. RP onto 3. That's a good setup, but they need Nightfall to be able to put out the damage. He's only managed to kill 1, building up the damage onto Kuro. Gets a second one by ILTW with that Aegis. He doesn't care. A buyback arena. Mind Control, though, with a buyback of his own, boxing in and managing to catch the Ursa. He's not going to let Nightfall get away so easily. Mind Control, Miracle. They actually both going to get caught up in the skewer. Miracle's the one to fall. Now a terrorism being threatened here is going to be able to catch GH. They're trying to save ILTW for last, but it's a dieback. GH turning around, telekinesis, double Cataclysm once again. It's going to be able to catch 2, and GPK might just be able to fall off of this one. The Shadow Blade is getting him away. Meanwhile, the second life of ILTW allows him to be able to go back in. Dark Willow back down from the tornado will die.
Miracle used the refresher.
ILTW does not have that second life anymore. And he's putting himself forward as the target. You could see they do not want that target. They want Miracle if they can. Eon Disc for Mind Control. GPK creating a little bit of a tunnel here for him to be able to jump to the back line, see if he can skewer them in. Finally, they're just going to have to go for ILTW. The all-in onto the Spectre, but that is exactly what NIGMA wants you to be able to do. He's still healthy, and their initiation has been ruined. ILTW looks to be able to finish off DM, while the rest of Virtus Pro going to cower inside of their fountain with Mega Creeps incoming. NIGMA have taken game 1.
Beautiful.
They just got bounced out in 3 series. That's all they got to play. Singapore Major, and they were hoping that, oh, we're already into the game already. So we're going to have a first blood fight, which looks like it's going to be Kingslayer dying first. NIGMA claimed the first blood. Must have been a fast smoke move.
They also ping the ward.
Catfall's going to be slowed down here as well. Ultimately, not going to try and go for the kill. Turns back around for GH. GH throws out another Splinter Blast. That brings Nightfall a little bit low, and the spear doesn't quite latch. Nightfall really wanted to get that kill.
Nice job, GH. Save. It's really annoying to play Enchantress against Mirana. Back in the day, that's
hits him with the arrow. That is indeed the first kill for Virtus Pro.
Starfall, DM trying to set it up. He has the boat, but I just don't know if you can kill this guy. Gets the
roll. Oh, the Winter Wyvern. They're actually going to be coming in. The arrow instantly landing onto the Winter Wyvern, but is that going to be enough to be able to save DM? The boat's coming in here. That'll help him be a little bit tankier, but it feels like the damage has already kind of been done, and it's building up as the axes continue to hit. DM turns around and does what damage he can. It feels like every single draft they build up, they seem to always hit a better timing in threatening this mid lane. Miracle bounce it away from the support of Save. Is going to be given a cookie here. They're just hoping to body block him up long enough that Nightfall can land this combo, and they do hit it. Ultimately, Miracle will die to a 3-man rotation from Virtus Pro.
He's actually going to TP bottom. They're making a move.
They are indeed. Mortimer's Kisses. That's going to be enough to be able to kill the Beastmaster. He gets off the roar, but highly unlikely that's a kill. Meanwhile, the middle lane is being pressured. DM with a fast move over. Does manage to hit the X. Zone him down at the Torrent. They don't have the boat follow up, but they do have the arrow, they do have the cookie, and they have the numbers to be able to bring down Miracle again.
They are no slouches. That was a very quick move. They get the kill bottom, and immediately they're setting on middle.
Winter's Curse immediately with the TP coming in from the Beastmaster. DM gonna take a decent amount of damage here. Now the Han coming out. The cookie doesn't quite get him over the lip of the edge there, and the Torrent will not save him. NIGMA returning fire as the siege on the mid towers continue here. Leading up, arrow on ILTW. GPK looking to be able to get some side blade hits, but he's actually ventured a little too forward here, and NIGMA are going to try and take advantage here. GPK just being run over by 5 heroes. Virtus Pro didn't expect all of that kind of aggression, and once again, NIGMA is the first team to be able to take the opposing mid lane tower. I'm telling you, Kyle, these guys know something about this mid lane that other teams don't. Just early game control and map movement is just abusing the small mistakes that people make, and that was a small mistake that Virtus Pro made, right? Is the fact that they tried to go and take that mid tower themselves. ILTW dodging a lot there. Unfortunately, there are too many options here as Virtus Pro. Okay, the Cold Embrace, Winter's Curse. Can they actually keep him alive here? ILTW taking a little bit more damage. Eventually he does go down, but Virtus Pro, they had to commit so much that now it's Miracle in the mix here, and he actually gets speared into Kingslayer. He goes ahead, leaves Nightfall behind. He's like, that's fine. My allies got the other kill. I'm going to get the +1 in the support.
Didn't feel like it was planned. They're feeling the pressure a little bit. 2K down.
They know.
Do they have detection?
I think he might have gone invis before that happened. They may not be expecting all of a sudden this onslaught of damage coming out from GPK. He has to be able to blink away from the Razor, though. That is why he picks up that item. Save, gonna go for the TP out. The damage comes a little bit too fast for him, though.
You're gonna get drained, you're gonna get halberded. But if you do, then there's a Wyvern. There's a Roar follow-up.
Winter's Curse with the creep wave. That's gonna hold him for a while. The arrow's gonna come through. Nightfall gonna go for the TP wave, but that is again too slow. And NIGMA finding another kill in Kingslayer. Feels like this is a similar story here from NIGMA, that they are getting every bit of vision.
They know that they have vision there, and they're going to invade anyway.
Miracle's going to go for it. Moonlight Shadow going to be used. Nightfall looking to be able to push away the Razor. Does so with the spear. Oh, you can see he actually uses the Ice Ogre there to be able to get a bit of side blade damage onto Miracle. That felt pretty good to be able to start this, and it looks like they're finally going to commit. They're going to go for Miracle. He's going to be pulled back into a decent amount of magic damage. They got the Cold Embrace. They actually spear him back. The Mortimer's Kisses is raining in, but the Winter's Curse is going to be able to stop this combination. The Mirana actually jumping into that one. They're still going for Miracle, and they do manage to get him with the meld hit. Curl on the high ground, throwing down those impetus shots. Is they're going to be able to get another X marks the spot back in. This time it's on ILTW. The arrow tanked up by Mind Control, looking to be able to save his boy, but is in turn going to be speared back into the tier 3. Managed to get off the roar off once again. The cold embrace slowing things down. Kingslayer's on a pittance of health, and it's going to fall as the axes clean him up. And Virtus Pro, who thought they had the advantage, would be wrong. Underneath the tier 2 being assaulted, but GPK coming back in does manage to kill Mind Control. The arrow slides right on past ILTW. GPK fighting for his life here against the Spectre, but ILTW proves to be too strong.
Way too strong, Cat. VP, they tried their best. A couple of really nice spears back.
They got that Hawk bounty. They're going to bait GPK inside of the pit, and the rest of the team is going to play on the dire high ground
it's a big
here.
Smoke. It's a great move if they can pincer.
It's a risky maneuver, but it might just pay off here. The arrow's going to come from the side. NIGMA, okay, they're going to know what's going on now. GPK is still the target, though. They're going to go ahead and defuse a blade him up. They're going to go for it, but Nightfall, he does manage to get his initiation. Immediately, the spear goes out onto the Razor. Has to turn around, though, because the Cold Embrace isn't going to be able to do anything. Mind Control just roared up DM, who's also going to fall. This is just Virtus Pro getting worked in this team fight. They initiated, but it wasn't even close to being good.
There's 0 damage output. Doesn't matter how much armor you have.
Yeah, I mean,
Holy Locket.
no, certainly.
And the immunity. There's no magic damage on the side of VP. They're in huge trouble in this game.
Yeah, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. Game 1, Virtus Pro, they had their moments. Game 2, it's all NIGMA all day.
Diegas, so you're going to have to wait that minute.
Pop Moonlight Shadow, but half their team is currently underneath the Ward Sentry combination, so NIGMA, they know. And still playing aggressive here. ILTW going to pop the honk, get some vision of some of the heroes. They're going to go for Kingslayer is going to be the target. Yeah, he's going to very quickly get swept up. Just Miracle and ILTW by themselves. That now it's meta.
I've always joked that healing is sort of like reverse pure damage. Hang on.
Primal Roar leading off. DM going to be given the cookie. Actually bounces into the Spectre here. Trying to line things up. They're going to go for Kuro, see if they can blow him up real quickly with the Mortimer's Kisses. Yeah, they've got the position 5. He's certainly dead, but can they bring anybody else down? ILTW, he is rather tanky. The shots are coming in. Can they finish him off? The Witcher's Curse, the Cold Embrace, and here it goes. He's healing up. They need more damage. GPK is able to put it out, but he can't survive through it. TP away from everybody on Virtus Pro, but again, Nightfall just not able to complete it. Hide and go seek at this point.
Yep. And I love, dude, the auras. Oh, man, it's just...
They're going to catch DM here. They've got the blink on Mind Control.
Easy build-up. Vlad's, AC, Mech, Solar Crest, Crimson Guard.
What a slaughter. They're going to use the Winner's Curse. When you're dropping ultimates like that just to be able to kill the position 5, you got to know you're pretty far ahead. They're going to run into Miracle. Do they want to go for this kill, though? Underneath it, oh, Nightfall whiffing the immediate initiation, and now Miracle's pops his BKB, and Nightfall is in trouble. Miracle has soaked up all of his damage. Virtus Pro looking to be able to kite back here. They have to commit, though. They've already lost the Mars, and now they have got the bow coming in, but there it is. Once again, the Cold Embrace being used. Mortimer's Kiss is raining into magic damage, but GPK is getting taken out here. A wave comes through from DM, but ultimately, it's a wave just to try and get away. DM, wave goodbye. He throws out one more tsunami before he TPs away and will manage to make it out.
And just the healing power. This first clip, if you remember, that did help them get kills. This second one, they can't even kill a creep wave.
No, they can't.
That's a wrap.
DM, not even here, is just farming up wherever he can on the map because there's no point. Without GPK, they have no damage. And hell, when they do have GPK, they don't have any damage because of Cold Embrace.
So fun to watch. Second rack's falling. VP on the ropes.
2 lanes down, and Aghanim Scepter picked up for a Kunkka. That's what he was doing while they lost 2/3 of their base.
Hey, that preemptive Cold Embrace, GPK BKB'd. He blinked in, and Meld struck a Razor that was already immune to damage, then got roared. They just have answers. VP very much just, they got one punch. They have one concept that they can take to team fights. Whereas
NIGMA have the ultimate defense.
Yeah.
All right. This
Last
is pretty much
hurrah.
it. Virtus Pro, as you say. Last move from them. Smoke up, Moonlight Shadow, straight into a Winter's Curse. Catching two. ILTW going for the back line. DM's going to try and throw out his combination here, but Nightfall's already lost all of his health and all of his damage. Miracle's going to turn that damage right back around onto DM. It goes for a TP wave, but the Primal Roar is going to stop that. 2 cores down. This time around, GPK is the one to linger, and a GG is called. They cannot keep up with NIGMA, and it feels like not many teams at this major can, Kyle.
A subdued celebration. It is late at night. Miracle perhaps not 100%, but they will get it.